My overall opinion of this course in comparison to my others thus far in my teacher's college is a solid 8 out of 10. Looking back at the learning objectives and outcomes highlighted in the syllabus, I think everything was portrayed well. Each lesson is connected to the course purpose of 8P73. I did develop an understanding of concepts and frameworks, including, but not limited to, digital literacy, for example. Having our entire online site being one of the major components of this course, I am happy that after this class is over, I can still access it and that it is a practical tool for my professional career. I do plan on using it in the future. Lastly, my experience in the course was positive because I gained skills I never thought I would have. For example, creating moving GIFs. That is something I would have wanted to learn for a long time, even just for my personal use. The first lesson that helped increase my knowledge of the TPACK framework was Week 2, specifically Activity 2, TPACK and Me. Digital literacy is something that I feel is extremely important, not only for me personally, but it is something that is important to teach in the classroom. During this task, we were grouped and required to create our definitions of various TPACK components. Seeing as how all aspects are quite similar, having my peers explain what theirs meant was helpful because it was being explained in a more simpler way. Leaving this activity, I felt like technological content knowledge, TCK, was kind of the be-all and end-all of TPACK. The created definition was knowing how digital tools available to you can help enhance or transform the content, how it is delivered to students, and how your students can interact with it. The TPACK framework highlights how instructors can utilize existing knowledge to cultivate and enhance learning outcomes. Second was Week 6, Assessment with Digital Technologies. This was a week that I was waiting for. In my assessment class, we just talked about tests and rubrics and how we can change how we assess our students. But that is all. The individual activities during this lesson helped me to see all of the options I have when it comes to assessing my students with educational technology. I was aware of quite a few of these prior to this lesson, but some of them I would have never got around to trying, and I thought I wasn't smart enough to know how to use them. For example, gamified assessment. I didn't understand how to A, use the platform, and B, how do you make games an assessment? This lesson offered me so many ways, and I cannot wait to implement these how I see best fit throughout the school year. Last was Week 7 on artificial intelligence. I have yet to use any source of AI such as ChatGPT in any of my work. I also can't tell you what GPT stands for. I was waiting to learn about artificial intelligence because I thought it was more of a means of cheating. During this lesson, I learned that we can use it as a beginning point, as a building block. I view it personally, for me, as a source of inspiration, especially when it comes to lesson planning. One of the things that benefited me most in the course was that we were required to use the tools that we were learning about. In other classes, when online educational technology tools were mentioned, I never knew when I should use it. In this class, we not only learned when to use it, but how to use it. When I was assigned my tools specifically, I did pay quite a lot of attention to what my peers had to say about their tools. And from there, I created a comprehensive list of tools that I plan on using in my career. One of my biggest challenges in this course was that I often finished my work before my peers. I often finished my work well before the time limit was up as well. I also feel one of the challenges was that sometimes effort lacked from my peers. Sometimes they would not contribute anything to discussions, and I was left high and dry. I do wish they spoke because I would like to hear what they had to say. In my opinion, the future of educational technology means more creativity. EdTech allows an additional aspect of differentiation in the classroom. Technology has slowly but surely made its impact on all aspects of everyone's lives. I think technology adds something special, to my life at least, and I'm kind of obsessed. Technology has the power to make education more attractive. As educators, there are many resources available. Same goes for students. For most of my career, I anticipate in teaching in middle-class schools, considering that is a majority of what my district is composed of. So, for example, if students don't have access to technology at home, they can have a takeaway Chromebook, so they still have access to everything the other students do. I think educational technology is a good way to support students when it comes to collaboration, dissemination of content, experiential learning, assessment, and more. I think the future is bright when it comes to educational technology because it is so powerful. Technology will only increase over time, so why not give the students technology in a way they can learn, explore, and in some case, master some forms of ed tech that they can use in their life after school? My future aspirations have a lot to do with my opinion on the future use of teaching with educational technology. I want to be able to assess students using online platforms. I want to be able to assign work that not only involves applying and using their knowledge, but also includes an aspect of creativity. I really do believe creativity is important. In the younger elementary years, it is important to incorporate creativity to spark their creativity. In secondary school, it is important to incorporate technology to continue that spark so they don't lose it. My overall experience on creating this video was 7 out of 10 because I have a stutter, so I had to redo a lot of these videos many times. But I did kind of have fun, and I hope I get 100%.